Thank you very much. It's a very big honor for me to be here before this group because I look around and the names I all know. But the one name that sticks out to me is Big Papa Pump, Ed Rose. To be an icon in softball, you have to have a nickname. And up here on the screen before, who did we have? Bowden. When you've got that nickname, you're an icon. So Big Papa Pump, Ed Rose, that's you. We can talk about all the national championships, the state championships. This man has been in softball for 50 years. So he's won just about everything there is to win, and some of them are even named after him. So there's no need to go there. But Ed, I want you to know something that's changed a little bit since I wrote this information down. I was talking to my office this morning, and my secretary, who's also my daughter, said, "Dad, we've had about 5 calls from prisons and correction institutes and jails, collect calls here to the office." And I said, "Well, Carolee, did you take the calls?" She said, "Well, yes, sir, I did." And I said, "What did they say?" They all said, "Tell Ed Rose, congratulations." Now, I've heard details about some of the people he's played with in the past. So, and she said, Dad, and I'm like, "Yeah, honey, what's going on?" She says, "There's a call right now from New York. It's a collect." And I said, "Where in New York?" She said, "Manhattan." I said, "Manhattan what?" She said, "The Manhattan jail." And I'm like, 6 calls? This is crazy. So anyway, I said, "Take the call, pass it through to me." Sure enough, she did. I said, "Hello, who is this?" "You don't know me. Tell Ed Rose Epstein didn't kill himself." Also got a call on the way down from the hotel room, and it was your buddy, Roger Tabor. Roger Tabor was inducted in 2009. And Roger Tabor's a wonderful guy, a wonderful player. He says, "Audie, can you do one thing for me when you get up there?" And I said, "Sure, Roger, I'll be more than happy." He says, "You tell that Ed Rose if he'd have been a better ball player, he'd have been in here 10 years earlier." But now, here's some things you may not know about Ed, because he's a wonderful man. He's from the rough streets of New Jersey and was sent off to a military school in the 9th grade by his mom. And if you remember back in those days, when you got sent to the military school, it wasn't because you were a good kid, okay? But remember that point. He's the husband of one wife, the beautiful Cheryl Rose. He's the father of 3 very successful businessmen who are all entrepreneurs. And he has 8 very cool grandchildren. 2 of them are here tonight. So he's been a very successful man in his life. He was a team builder for a multinational corporation. He's traveled the world. He's been all over, knows just about everything there is to know. After retiring, he started a very successful multi-million-dollar landscaping company. Ed has been successful at everything he set his heart to. And after all, look at him. He's just not another pretty face in the crowd. Okay? This loud, many times brash, brutally honest ball player is a genius promoter, and few people know that he has authored and had published 5 books. Now, granted, they were coloring books, but nevertheless, I mean, it's quite impressive to be able to do that. But no, Ed, I got with Ed about 17 years ago, and I said, "Listen, there's 85 teams in the state of Florida. We're rated 37th, and I'd like to be number 1. How do I do it?" And he says, "Well, let's sit down and talk." So the next year, we won the state championship out of 85 teams. We did that for 7 years straight. Then said, "Ed, let's go do this on a national or world level. Is that possible?" He says, "Yeah, let's do this." So we got together. We ended up winning 3 world championships right out here in the Major Plus division. So we did that, and we sat around and we said, our businesses have been successful, our families have been successful, our grandkids are doing well. Is there anything else we can do? And he says, "Let's go to charity." And so Ed Rose started the Florida Senior Sports Association. Through that association, over the last 6 years, this man has provided over 10,000 softball and baseball items to the Dominican Republic. He's provided tons of beans and rice, provide the first time people in housing have water for over 1,000 people. So this man's got a heart of gold, even though he's brash. A lot of people don't realize that. He's done a tremendous amount. He's brought 3 Dominican teenagers back, put them through the same school his mom sent him to 50 years ago. They're now in college, 2 of them on baseball scholarships. So Ed, I was really impressed as I started thinking about our relationship, and I decided I would go by and see your mom.
Oh, geez.
And I hate to tell you this, but that was a pretty dilapidated nursing home. And, it's across the railroad tracks there in Melbourne. But I got there and she listened intently. And then after a little bit of time, her eyes, moistened up. You could see the tears. And she pointed her little bony finger at me and she did like this. And I got real close. And I said, "Yes, ma'am." And she said, "I've never liked that boy." So Ed, we now know why she sent you to the military. Okay. Now I could go on for hours and hours about my buddy here, but one of the other things that I received from one of your granddaughters is a little note. I want to read you that note as I close. It said, "When I was 9, I was asked who my hero was. I said, my grandpa is my hero. As I got older, I realized that as my life changed, my answer to that question never did. My grandpa is being inducted into the ISA Hall of Fame this evening, not only because of his dedication to the sport, but his ability to turn it into something so much more. Through softball, my grandpa has changed lives, and watching him be honored tonight has made mine. Congratulations, number 14. I love you, Stevie J. Big Papa Papa."
Love you, Bruce. Thanks, bro. Take these from me, buddy. Wow. Oh. Before I start, it's always amazing to me after Audie speaks what people say when they're not on an oath. Ooh. Audie, all seriousness, thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule to come here and honor me. I appreciate that. I'm extremely grateful for this opportunity to be inducted to the ISA National Softball Hall of Fame. I would like to thank Roger Tabor, who nominated me for this honor. And also, I want to thank my son Eddie Rose, my granddaughter Jordan Rose, and my grandson Justin Rose. Screwed that up. For coming out and taking time. And I wish you'd have started with Stevie's comment first, so that got to me, my granddaughter. Okay. Oh, almost forgot the biggest person. My beautiful wife Cheryl, for putting up with me for 52 years, and 52 years I think I've been playing softball. And my buddies tell me that she should be in the Hall of Fame for putting up with me. I kind of agree with that. Okay, I got to stick to my notes here, or I'll go wander off. I'm like a squirrel jumping from tree to tree. I want to thank Mike Caldwell for his work on this process. Great communication, and I want to thank the people that confirmed my nomination. Let me take a minute just to be philosophical. There's a famous quote that says, "Life is not about the number of breaths you take, but about the moments that take your breath away." In terms of softball context, let me put it in a different way. It's not about the rewards that we receive or the championships that we obtain. It's about the journey to reach those awards and all those moments and memories we had on that journey to the championships. The interactions that we had with our teammates and our competition. Sometimes the journey can take you to very interesting places, both physically and mentally. And let me share with you some of the moments in my life. As Audie has spoken about, I had a career in softball from 35 to 55. It was tremendous. I could have ended there. As a matter of fact, I was kind of going to hang it up in terms of the travel and stuff. And then Audie and I connected. And he had a goal of having the best team in the state and then the country. We reached that goal many times over. The Hollis name in softball is well known nationally. In Florida, it's a legend. We are proud of that, but on our way to that goal, we managed to change people's lives, as Audie has mentioned. Building the wells and the things we've done down there. Now he says me, Audie is the president of our organization. It was us, Audie, myself, Jack Aronson, and Roger Tabor is what I call the four horsemen of our organization. Jack Aronson, and by the way, let me divert just for a minute. Jack Aronson is facing a battle with cancer, so keep him in your prayers. I'm going to talk a little bit more when I get back to my script. I'm off a little bit, but I got to mention Jack and Audie. Jack is one of the best guys. He's a multi-millionaire. He's a regular guy, and he's just one of the best. I can't say enough about that guy. Ooh, I won't go over the things about the boys and the things that we've done over there in the Dominican. Those that have made that trip have memories they'll never forget. It's an unbelievable situation where you give these kids, and he says 10,000. We've done 40,000 items of baseball. And we have videos of it. They made movies of the team. The feelings that we obtain from the giving to these people over there. And the two boys that live with me now, very special people, A students in college. The one boy is going to be a starting center fielder for UCF Division I. He'll be in the pros when he's the 1/10 of a second slower than the fastest guy in the major leagues. But that's insignificant about how quality boys these are. They're going to be great people in the world, and we change their life. The point is, it's not me, it's our organization. But thanks, Audie. I found early in my life you need to choose your friends carefully and associate with good people. Let me recognize some important people in my journey with the ISA, starting back around 1982, I believe. I was a young man. Well, not really. I was like 35 or 36. I called a guy, I remember, I was UAAA district director for over 25 years, and I started with UAAA, and I heard about this guy, Larry Nash, and I think it was Shelbyville. I remember calling him. I don't think I ever met Larry Nash. He connected me with a guy named Jeff Singletary. Anybody out here, you remember Jeff Singletary? That was an interesting guy, had some interesting experience with a nice guy. Now there's Chet Teal. I don't know if Chet Teal is still involved. He was one of my contacts a lot. But my buddy Don Stratton, may he rest in peace. I knew him since I was 20. He was a great guy. And my old buddy Jerry Jackson. He took a long time to get used to my personality, but he finally did, I think. And please keep him in your prayers. I understand he's fighting a big battle. But he's a great guy. I grown to love Jerry. We had our conflicts. Of course, I've had a lot of conflicts with a lot of people, right, Jerry? So these guys and gals, I should say, now back when we first started, there wasn't a lot of women involved in the organization. But I just want to take this minute to thank you for letting us, for doing what you do to let us play the boys' game. Without you guys doing what you do and providing the structure and everything, it doesn't work, okay? So, me to you, thank you. Again, I'm extremely grateful for this honor and never imagined that it was even possible when I started playing softball. Softball has been great for my life. I met so many special people playing softball. Now to be inducted in this ISA Hall of Fame with so many great players, when I was told I was going to get inducted, I went through the list and see my buddy Bruce Meade, Cecil Whitehead. I realized, dude, I played with most of these guys, And it's really special to me. I can't, it's very humbling also. Like I said, when you associate with the right people, good things happen. I associated with the right people. It's pretty much the same way in my life. I met my wife at age of 16. We've been together forever. And she's been my North Star. And I'm here tonight mostly because of the teammates, too numerous to mention. But I guess, I don't really deserve this award. But I got 2 bad knees and I don't deserve that either. So thank you very much and have a Merry Christmas.